Welcome everyone to episode 17 of Figuring Out Fatherhood. This is going to be the final episode of season 1. So thank you for following me through this journey so far. But today I'm here with my boy Nee.
Save the best for the last, eh?
Relax. So yeah, tell us a little about yourself, Nee, please.
By myself, I basically work in sales. I'm currently waiting for a new contract. I'll start working on the 23rd.
Okay.
But I'm going to be a territorial manager for the company March.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing territorial management for a company, like a big cleaning company. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing from then. But I've been unemployed for a while now, innit?
Just like that.
Yeah. October, I just said, fuck this, I need some life. I need life. Just quit my job.
You've got a son?
I've got a son, yeah, little rascal.
What's his name?
Azariah. His name is Azariah Kwamla Ni Kekeli Noi. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And how old is he?
He's 2. Yeah, he's turned 2 in November.
Okay.
November, yeah.
And aside from that, you also have a podcast. What is it called?
Yes, that's true. So I've got a podcast. I've got a podcast called Knee Deep.
Okay. Can you spell that out for us?
Yeah, that's NII and DEEP. And I've got another podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, which is called Five Guys.
Okay.
And there's 4 of us.
I'm not even gonna ask.
It's a marketing strategy, man.
Of
So
course.
it's called Five Guys, which is literally like your Five Guys restaurant that you go to. But yeah, so yeah, those are the 2 podcasts I've got. Do I have anything else going on? No, just those 2, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I called you up today to come onto this, I wanted to talk through what it would be like in the event that you and your partner broke up.
Yeah, well, I'm experiencing that situation because I have been in that situation with my partner before.
Oh, fantastic! So this is you're expert at this topic.
Yes,
of course.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So let's delve right into it. So breakups aren't easy. It goes without saying. It goes without. How would you manage it? How would you communicate this to your son that you and his mum are breaking up?
So when it happened to me, he was young. So like communicating with him in terms of it wouldn't have been, something straightforward. But let's say as we're older or he's older, I think the best thing to do in that situation would be for both of you to do it at the same time.
So you don't want to do it with your partner,
yes,
or your ex at that point in time.
Yes.
You both want to sit him down and talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to doing it individually, because if we do it individually, humans are selfish by nature.
Of course.
So everyone will try and side eye and say things, to spite the other one to the child, isn't it? You don't really want that. You just want it to be like, it's a decision we took. We both still love you the same. It's got nothing to do with you. We're just breaking up because, we just, don't see eye to eye or whatever.
So you wouldn't. So obviously it goes without saying that breakups, they don't happen overnight. It's not instant. It's more like it's a build up towards that.
Yes.
So you wouldn't tell him during the build up. You'd wait till it was
No, you
finalized.
wait. So my mom and my dad have always. Well, my mom actually told me this one time. She said, "Have I ever seen her and my dad argue before?" And I had to think so hard because I never have. So I've never heard my mom and my dad argue, and they've been married for over 30 years, I would say. Yeah, definitely over 30 years, obviously. And my mom was like, "Do you know why?" And I was like, "No, why is that?" And she goes, "You just don't want the children to basically pick up any bad habits, like something for them to take into their relationship later on. And also, you have to have a united front." So basically, if my mom and my dad came to me one day told me they were getting a divorce, I would have been shocked.
Of course.
But at the same time, I wouldn't have known that there was some sort of problems going on in the house. So everything would have been, cool. So my mom has always told me that if I got in a relationship, I got married, even if I was having problems with my partner, I shouldn't let the child know. So it's always been something that's just been instilled in me that I've just kept in my head. It's like, don't argue in front of the child. Even my son, I know children are clever. My son is only 2, but even before he was 2, when his mom and I were like having a conversation, not even an argument, but we're having a heated discussion about something, like he used to upset him as young as he was. He'll either start shouting like he doesn't know what's going on, or he would try and get in the middle and try and he does this little cute thing where he will grab my hand and he'll grab her hand.
Okay.
And then he would try and do some sort of fake unity thing. But I was like, we're like, what's wrong? Like, we're not arguing or anything.
Course,
we just tell him, no, we're not arguing. We're just having a discussion. So we realized a long time that this boy's a bit too smart for his age, so you can't really do things like that.
Okay.
So it's just something that my mom told me. So it's just one of those things. Just You can always have a united front, but you don't let the child know until they're grown and old enough to know. Then you can break the news to them together.
Okay, and you also mentioned about humans being selfish, and you want to,
yes,
they want to criticize, they want to, you know, there's a lot of mudslinging. That's what I call it, mudslinging. Like when people break up, they want to, especially in a situation where it's just like both parties up for it, or it's a bit of breakup. There's a lot of dirt getting thrown around.
Everyone wants to be the better part.
This is exactly what it is. So, for example, say one day, God forbid, well, you and your partner broke up, and your son has come to you and said, "Oh, mum said this, mum said that about you." What would you do?
So, wow, because the only experiences I can draw are from my house. Okay. Now, I was a bad breed you anyway, so a lot of people.
Love the honesty.
Yeah, I was a bad breed you. Like, if you come to my house, you'll be surprised that I came from that household. My house is so calm and united. And my sisters, my mom, my parents, my mom, my dad, and my sisters, they're so unified in everything that they do, and everything is so calm that you'd be surprised that I came from that household. Okay. But that's because obviously I was just ignored as a child, innit? I was the only boy. I was the only boy, middle child, so I was left to my own devices, and I never met my dad till I was like 10. Okay. So we didn't really have a relationship, and he never built that relationship with me later on for us to be, have a better relationship. But in terms of your question, when you said like. Now, what's it called? My child is now saying
he's come to you. He said that mum said this about you. That
so
you did that.
Okay, so one thing my dad always does, even my mum from when I was young, I remember from whenever someone outside the house or outside the family says, "Nee said this" or "Nee said that," she always used to invite the person over. She wouldn't tell the person, but she would invite the person over. And then once the person is there, she'll call me and say, "Oh, you see what you told me about him? Can you repeat it?" Because she never wanted to hide anything.
Yeah, of course.
And my dad even. So my dad, if you tell my dad something, "Oh, I saw your son here doing this and that," my dad would say, "Okay, come to the house. Oh, let's have a dinner." And once you get there, you invite me and say, "Oh, can you say what you said you saw?" Because my dad doesn't like the fact that it seems like you're snaking his son. He wants people to repeat them. Because to my dad, if you can't repeat what you said in front of him or anyone else, then you're talking crap, basically. Yeah. So in that situation there, if my son came to me and said, "Mommy said this and that," I would definitely call the family meeting. The mom has to come, this boy has to be there, I have to be there, and we just have to talk it out. Like, what was said, who said what, why was what said, have to talk it out and then find a solution. Because when you're doing he said, she said, he said, she said, it's long. And I think it's even impacted me in the way I am. I'm a very straightforward person. And like, if I hear this and that, a situation where you've come to me telling me someone's told me this, because I tell people all the time, if you're coming to me telling me this person told you this about me, please know I will call that person and we'll have a three-way convo.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? Because I don't like it when he said this, and I don't like that. So that's the situation. Because if my child came to me and said, your mom, mommy said this about you, this and that, it would have to be a family meeting.
Of course, that makes sense. It's very mature as well. Okay, because it's very easy. Some men will be like, well, she's like this.
She's like this anyway. Yeah.
That's a very mature outlook. I like that. I'm going to implement that into my life in general. Thank you for that. I've got to be honest with you. So I guess next up is, children, like when the parents break up, they go through a range of emotions. They go through grief, jealousy, anger, sadness, confusion, experience a lot of emotions. With that being said, I reckon how we as parents manage the breakup and how we communicate this to them is very important as well. So say your son was refusing to accept that you're breaking up. That happens because it's a change dynamic for them.
So it kind of, I reckon it kind of did. Even though when I look back on it, he was quite young, but it kind of did. So what happened was, he just gives his mom hell anyway. Like, he's very like me, innit? So he does give his mom hell. She does a good job because that boy he can be a maniac when he wants to be. Now, what I noticed was when we were not together, because I had a pattern, so I would, give him food, blah blah blah, and because I'll have him for like 3 days or 4 days, and she has him for the rest. So I had him from like Friday to Monday, and then she comes for him on Tuesday, brings him back on Wednesday morning, takes him back Wednesday evening, brings him back on Thursday evening, and then whatever. Now, there were so many things he used to do when he was mine that he didn't do when he was there, and vice versa. And he was young, but what I noticed was she just used to complain that he used to trouble her a lot, like he doesn't listen, this and that. But it was the opposite of me. Like in terms of when he was with me, he was quiet, it was good. He was sleeping on time. He would sleep at 8 o'clock without fail. Latest he would sleep would be 9, but he was sleeping on time, everything. But when he was there now it's just a house full of women, innit? Her mom, his sisters, and that. And I feel like with him, he does tend to take the piss when it's women. So he just starts ruling the whole damn house. Whereas when he was with me, it was like, stop what you're doing, this and that.
Of course.
And what I've noticed that even once we come back together, because we're together now, he takes the piss. So reason being, because we're together now, if I say one thing, right, it might just mean another thing to him because mum is around. So when I grab him and I'm trying to discipline him, he's always, the first thing he always says is, I want to go to mummy. And I said to her, I think he keeps on using you as a safe house because he knows with me I won't tolerate that crap. So he keeps on using you as a safe house because every time he does something, when I grab him to speak to him, because I don't even hit the boy. We don't hit him. We both said no, we're never gonna hit him. But I'm just stern with him. So when I grab him to be stern with him and blah blah blah, and I've been with him, he's always like, no, I want to go. He starts crying and saying, I want to go to mum, I want to go to mum. And I keep on saying, listen, mum is not a safe house. Yeah, you need to stop doing that. And I keep on telling them, maybe you need to be more, put your foot down, this and that. But, she had them. So the way, their feelings are very different towards the children, innit? Like, the way they feel towards them, it's not like, it's more of an emotional connection more than us, innit? Like, I've got an emotional connection with him, but it can't be compared to him. Prime example, he woke up this morning and I was the only one in the room. His mum, she slept in the living room, like she slept, she fell asleep in the living room. And he woke up, he looked at me, and normally what he would do, he would jump on the bed. But he looked at me and he said, where's mummy? And I said, she's in the room. And he went to the living room and he went there to sleep. He went there to join her. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's got a proper connection, a bond with her. And even though he's got a bond with her, I know he knows he can push things a bit more with mum.
There's something you mentioned actually. You said that sometimes you might try to tell him off and he goes to run to his mum. But okay, at this point in time, because obviously you're living together, so you're together, it's easy for you to, he can play both sides because he knows that you know that you can both speak about what's happened. But obviously, God forbid, but if you broke up, it's going to now be two completely separate parties. And he will be able to play you. How would you ensure that you're presenting a unified front? So
to present a unified front. So this is what I say all the time. So when people break up, people who have children, when they break up, what I've noticed a lot is when they're not together, the child normally takes a hit. Reason being is everyone focuses on themselves.
Of course.
But what they really need to do is think about that child that they've brought into the world. Now I say this because if you imagine you were with the mum, everything was kushki, then you broke up now. And you remember, you used to do everything together with them. You used to talk together. So there was a united front. If you break up, you don't have, it doesn't matter if you hate each other. You've got a child together. So even if you don't like each other, you still have to communicate with each other and make sure that you're on the same page. Because that's the only way that child will grow up and have, take the best sides from both sides, isn't it? And also another thing that does is that child also, even though you're not together, they know you're united in helping them grow up. So they will know they can't play both sides. The reason being as well, like we see this in so many movies where the mum and the dad are not together and the child knows this, so they start playing both sides where they say one thing to the dad and then the dad is not going to talk to mum anyway.
Exactly.
The mum is not going to talk to dad anyway. Like all of that, I think it just messes up the tangent for the child anyway. So I just think just communication obviously is key. You don't even have to speak like on the phone. Even if you don't like each other, you don't have to speak. You can message each other and find out, so what's happened with him? Like,
of course.
Anything changed? Does he do anything different now? It doesn't even have to be a long conversation. It's just keeping up with, it's like keeping a register or keeping a file on the child. But from the other partner. That way you also know when they're veering off or they're going off tangent or they're doing something they're supposed to.
I remember you mentioned that as well, because like you mentioned rightfully, parents think about themselves, but I don't want to use the word victim, but the child they bear the brunt of the breakup, the fallout, because it's easy for you to look out for yourself, all this wellness and stuff, but to a child, these are new emotions they've never experienced before. Like, more often than not, as parents, at some point we experience heartbreak, we experience loss, grief. We grieve before, but for them it's brand new, so it's important for us to guide them and help them through that grieving process as well. Yeah, exactly. And it's a change in dynamic they will not be used to, so it's new for them. But as we're rounding up, I need to ask, so what advice would you give to dads specifically who are going for a breakup with
the mums?
With the mums.
So dads specifically, I would say, because like I said, okay, so when we broke up, I just took on more responsibility.
Okay, in what sense, like? What example?
So like I said, a lot of dads think it's a holiday now. Now that we're not together, I can see him on weekends. 2 days a week, you can have him for the 5. Their mums need a rest too.
Of course.
So my advice is that just make sure that you're on the same ground and that you split the days equally.
Okay.
When you split the days equally, even as a dad, maybe have him maybe a day extra, or her a day extra. Like there's so many things that the woman has in connection with that child that you don't as a dad. Whether you like it or not, is nature, isn't it? They've got so many emotional connections and emotional feelings towards that man. Remember, they carried them for 9 months, had them, breastfed them. There's so much connection, there's so much things that a child has with their mom that a man does not have with their child, whether you like it or not. So the more time you spend with that child, the more you can build some of those. Of course, you can build some. So I'd say as a dad, like split it, like I said, have the same amount of days, or even a day more if you can. Spend a lot of time with the child as well. Get to know your child, innit? Like get to know it. Like even me at the beginning, I think I was just on my phone bare times around him. So I'm limiting that. I want to spend time with him. I want to spend a lot of time with my son because I want to get to know him. And I'm finding out he's 2, but he's flipping funny, bro. He's hilarious.
I definitely understand that. Yeah.
He is very hilarious. But like as a dad, advice: get to know your child. Put everything aside. Put your emotions aside. How you feel towards the mom aside. Be there for the child financially. Be there for the child emotionally. Be there for the child. Full stop. Forget the mom. I don't care how much of a mad woman she is. No, it's true.
No, it's true.
And women, a lot of women use that against the dads as well. They try and use your child against you. Or you can't see the child. You can't do this. You can't do that. Fine. But at the end of the day, if you're willing and you really want to see your child, you should still be able to. No matter what it is. The same way women are taking men to court saying they're not looking after their child. Bro, it's your child as well. You can also take her to court and say, I want to see my child. What's the reason why I can't see my child?
That's a very valid point.
So,
very valid point.
Like most people always think everything is on the woman's side, and once she does this, I can't do that. But bro, do it too. Like take her to court too, bro. It's your child too. Be there for the child and see. That's one my major advice. And if you work, so when I broke up, when we broke up, I was still there financially. I didn't care if she was getting money like from work or getting money from. I didn't see that. So this is where a lot of men see us. A lot of men see us. But why should I give you £300 or £400 a month? Like why? Like what's the justification? Like where is this going to? Where is that going to? I don't give a damn, bro. So what I was doing, I was giving her money monthly anyway. I didn't care if she was making money or getting money from elsewhere, and it was not even for her. It's meant to be for my son. But if the mother of your child is not looking after herself, how is she supposed to look after your child?
Of course.
Or if she doesn't feel good about herself, how is she supposed to feel? Look after the child. Now you're sending her money once in a while. She's all calculating, thinking, I used this the other day for his pampers, so now that money that you gave is mine. That's what it is. And bro, there's nothing wrong, because you know how it is. As men, we're toxic, innit? You're thinking, I'm looking after my child. I'm giving you money only for the child, forgetting that that's the person looking after the child. How would you feel if you were looking after the child? Let's say roles were reversed, and you can't get a haircut, you can't do anything, legit, and then all you're doing is getting money for that child only. There's gonna be a point you're gonna start dipping into that child's money.
I agree.
Be there financially for the child as well. Like I said, forget your emotions, forget the woman. It's your child. Think about that child and how you want that child to be. You want electricity in the house. If there's electricity in the house, your child is not sick. But why are you thinking, no, you can put the electricity in the house? And my sole responsibility is my child, bro. Look after both of them, innit? Like that's the way I see it. That's the way I was brought up.
I agree.
So that's the way I see it.
I always tell my friends, tell everyone that listen to me, that do right by your parent, your child's parent, mum. You need to do right by them. Like no matter how crazy she is. I know the thing is, I don't want to make such general statements, but I know some women, they make it very difficult. Yes, 100%. Try your hardest to do right by her, because you're doing right by your child in the process as well.
You see, the thing about being there, especially financially as well for the mum, is no matter how much of a dickhead the mum is, right? And no matter what story she's telling your mum, there's history, there's a statements to prove that you were sending money to them. Look, listen, you can send money to the mum every month. Just name it, just put it as, you can put, what do you call reference it. You and him, you and her. I reference it. If that child is now 18, 19 and is telling you, you were never for me, blah, 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 you never came to see me, blah, blah, just keep receipts. Text messages, things, you asking the mum, I want to see my child, and this, all of those, keep all those receipts. And once the child is there, you call them up and you sit there and say, wow, my child is saying all of this. Show all the receipts, and the child is old enough now they can make their own decision. Because all these things you do it to protect yourself too, you know. And you need to have a good relationship with your child anyway. You don't really want.
Just you know, this is gospel right here. I love to hear it. This is gospel right here.
It's like it's in all honesty, your child is now coming to you. They become a rapper, and one of them rappers that kept on saying, we used to eat Milo.
We had rats in the house.
we used to have rats in the house and Milo for breakfast there, or Milo for lunch. Bro, there's evidence is all there. You just show the child. You know, he's an adult now. You just show, she's an adult now. You just show it all to them. Listen, I did my best I could. You know, so everything is. I'm not calling your mum a bad mum or whatever, but I did the best I could. So there's evidence.
We're rounding up. So I just want final thing. I want you to tell me 3 things you're proudest of as a dad.
3 things I'm proud of as a dad. I would say definitely how I handled myself when we broke up. 100% in terms of the child anyway. Because till this day, his mom, like she even says, she was like, when we were not together, that's when she realized how difficult things were. Like we're not together. Because obviously I'll drive, isn't it? So I couldn't get her from place to place because I was doing my own thing. But she was very proud of how I handled the situation because I didn't shy from her financially. I didn't take responsibility. Like I wasn't one of those. I'll see my son in the week. I was seeing my son whenever, even if she said, "Oh, I can't have him today. Can you have him for long?" There was never a time I never made an excuse to have my child, my son. I was always there. So I was definitely proud of the way I behaved. Like in that moment, my mom was as well. Her mom was as well. Her mom was shocked as well. The second thing I'm proud of, I would say, is the way I'm raising him is so different from how my parents raised me.
Can you touch on that just briefly?
So, as I was very ignored. Like I said, I was ignored, and there was no emotional side to me from my parents. Like they never showed me any emotion. I was also left from a very, like maybe around 15, 16. I just started fending for myself, and I lived in a very harmonious house. But I was fending for myself from a very young age. Now, what I do with my son is I show him a lot of emotion. I kiss him a lot. I hug him a lot. I basically any chance I get, I kiss him and hug him. Speak to him, like I have conversations with him
of course.
as if he's an adult. So I'm proud of that, very proud of the way I handled that as well. And I'll say the last thing which I'm very proud of is getting him to use both feet to kick a football, bro.
Operation Mbappe.
Yeah, man.
It's in progress.
Because I was confused when, before he got to 2, I didn't know if he was left-footed or right-footed because he's left-handed. I knew he was left-handed from early, but I didn't know what foot he was because he was using his right foot a lot. But as of recent, he's become very comfortable kicking it with both feet. So I'm proud of that. It's nothing big,
it's big. It's quite big. Some people's kids can't kick a ball, so
that's true.
The fact that I kick a ball is something very proud of. So, But Nee, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Finally, before you go, your socials again.
My socials. So
all of it.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. This is me. Because I do have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I just don't spread it.
I'm equally as surprised.
Yeah. So my socials, my @ on Twitter is Nizer01. That's Nizer, and the number 0 and 1. Same for my Instagram. If I don't go on my Instagram. And I've got Knee Deep Podcast, like I said, which is NIIDEEP. You can follow that on Twitter as well. That's Knee Deep. The @ is Knee Deep, at Knee Deep Pod. And where else am I?
Five Guys.
And 5 Guys, yes. You can find 5 Guys Podcast on Twitter. It's the number 5 and then Guys Pod. 5 Guys Pod on all social platforms as well. Just like the Knee Deep Pod on all platforms.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned to you earlier on, this was my final episode of season 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to share it with your friends, share it on social media, talk to your friends about it. Let them know that there are fathers out here trying to figure it out.
Yeah, how it's done.
Nate,
Thanks, man.
bro. Thanks, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Oh shit.